So now you're meeting with clients face to screen, and that's going to be the next 5 years. That's going to just, boom, it's going to hit the profession, and there's going to be an awful lot of shift away from in-person meetings to meetings, on the phone or on your tablet or in the office, in their office on the screen. The big implication from that is that we're going to end the geographic limitations. Everybody has a screen, and so when the client meetings go on screen, your clients can be located anywhere. They can be located in a foreign country. There may be somebody in this, we'll call it a room, that there may be somebody listening to this presentation who will someday work with a client who lives on the moon. And why not? How hard would that be, as long as they have a screen and you have a screen? That's an opportunity and a curse, however, because one thing, you can extend your practice beyond the narrow geographic boundaries of your neighborhood. You don't have to work with people only in your town. But it also means you're competing with every advisory practice in the country. All of a sudden, every advisory practice can compete with you for clients in your region, and you can extend out pretty much anywhere. So what does that mean? Well, the first thing I think you should be aware of is that the future, and it's arriving within the next 5 years, is you're going to have people set up search criteria and allow those personal avatars or bots that are being created right now to search for an advisor. And once they start using those bots are going to look for the most interesting, cool websites. They're going to look for websites that have video, that have questionnaires and quizzes on them, that have blogs on them, and so those of you who have a website that's basically an online brochure or a business card are not going to get these countrywide online searches attention. It's going to be hard for you to get their attention, and so everybody's going to have to up their internet game, basically, their website game, if you will. And in addition to that, your website will handle a lot of the data entry. You'll have quizzes, you'll have questionnaires, you'll have online, there's a company called Precise FP that basically allows you to create customized questionnaires so that people can introduce themselves and answer basic questions for you, including name, address, phone number, and it'll automatically work its way into your CRM and financial planning program. And, of course, the account aggregation will do the same thing, and you'll have an account aggregation button, and they can, the robos, they can collect your data online and transfer the assets over without any human interference. And, of course, most advisors are going to be doing that themselves. So I recommend you start creating the online environment of the future. Create an interactive environment of self-discovery, questionnaires, videos, blogs. Have interactive financial planning. Allow them to play with their financial plan. Both Money Guide Pro and eMoney are now allowing you to put on your website a link so that clients can do a quick and dirty financial plan right there on your screen before they come in. These things are available today. This is not, and one of my best pieces of advice is start creating videos. It's not that hard, and there are people who can help you do it. But the easy thing is to collect client questions. Client asks a question, and you answer it in a video. Or, you collect 10 client questions, different client questions that clients ask you. Answer those questions in a video and post that video on your website. And that does two things. Number one, if one client has that question, chances are 15 or 20 others do also. And instead of calling you up and you having to give the same answer 15 or 20 times, which is not time efficient, they can go online and they can say, well, maybe he answered it in his latest video, and they can look at the video, and sure enough, there it is. There's the answer. In addition to that, when a bot comes on there, or when a millennial checks you out, or a Gen X potential client checks you out, they may have that same question. Chances are they'll have at least one of those 10 questions in mind. And they go on there and they see you've already answered it in the video, which means you're somebody who can read minds. You're impressive. You're much more impressive than the person who has an online brochure.